Are you looking for the best blackout curtains? I got some in the mail. We tried them out. My wife didn't like them. We ordered some more. I got them hanging, and I have one of the old ones hanging and one of the new ones hanging, and I want to show you guys the difference between the two because they come from the same company. First of all, hi to all the new dads out there. This is Dad Reviews. This is where I give you my unedited, hopefully more authentic look at the products that we like, use, and have, and put on our windows to block out some light. So if you're interested in that, you might want to consider clicking that subscribe button. So I read a book about hacking your sleep and like how to get better sleep. And one of the things that they mentioned in the book was to black out your curtains so that there's no light coming through. And so I was like, we need new curtains. Let's try this out and see what happens. And so we've been trying to find the best blackout curtains. And I ordered some online because my wife mentioned that she wanted some new curtains too, but she didn't like the ones that I ordered. I ordered these right here. And they're actually very nice. I like the material of them and everything. I did notice that it does have just the regular color on the back here. It's the same gray color. But the main kicker for my wife with these big round ring things up there, she didn't like those because we have this little small rod up there, and she thought that it looked kind of funny. So I was like, okay, we'll find something else that's better than that, and looks a little bit different. But what I want to show you guys in this video too is the difference between these two as far as the light coming through and the difference that the rod style makes for the light coming through as well. So on the new ones that we have, which I'll link up both of these down in the description below. You guys can go and read other people's reviews about them. Don't just take my word for it. I'm just one guy kind of trying to find the best ones out there. And so we found these right here. These are a navy color, so we did change the color a little bit. Yeah, you want to tell them hi? And they don't have the ring. They have the slip through, I guess is what it's called, where the whole curtain slides through the rod right there. And I think that looks a little better, honestly. And whenever I turn out the lights here in the room for just a second, I'll show you guys the difference in the light that comes through up there and the difference in the light that comes through up top there. But before we get to that, let me show you guys what we're working with here. So I've got some blinds on the back here. It's these kind of like, fat-looking blinds. I think these are probably common for most people. Another thing about these curtain too is that they have a black backing on them, which I think is going to help to keep the light out even more than that regular one over there. So let's go ahead. Let's see, let me shut the door here. There we go. Let's turn off the light and let's look at the difference. Okay, so hold on. Let me get my bearings straight. Let's see. This one is the new one and that one's the old one. Okay, here we go. So for the new one, you can see that there's still some light coming through on the side there. And we're going to address that in just a second here. I want to just kind of talk to you through it first. You're seeing a lot of light right here on the bottom in the middle, right there where my foot is, because it's reflecting off of that hamper there. But as you can see, that there is some light that comes through on the bottom here because it doesn't touch the floor. So you might want to measure to see if you want it to go all the way to the floor or not for you. And then also want you to note the lighting up top there. There's still a little bit of lighting that you can see up through by the ceiling there. Now on this side, again, we're not touching the floor. So there is some light that's coming through the bottom here. But what I really want to note is, I don't know if y'all can see it on camera, but it's right here. Y'all see where my shadow is covering that up, my hand? There's a little bit of light that's coming through right here since it doesn't have that black backing. So I don't think that this one is considered a 100% blackout. And as you can see up top there, since it has that wave pattern to it where the rings are, a lot more light kind of comes through the top there than it does over there. So that's just another small anecdote that I wanted to mention there. Now, I mentioned about fixing this particular curtain here. And one of the things that I want to do is, I might try this out. I haven't decided if I want to do it yet, but I was thinking about just adding a piece of Velcro to the side here and just Velcroing that onto the wall right there, onto the window jamb right there, so that this holds shut even more. That way we get even more of a blackout. Now, the other option that I have here is I didn't really install these. Let me turn on the light. I didn't install the curtain rod the best way. Where'd the baby go? He's right there. Say, hey, Beckett. So, what I would like to do actually is take down this bracket right here, bring it out a little bit and up a little bit. And I think that that'll also help to alleviate some light. But I can't bring it up too much because then I'll still have a lot of light on the ground here because I didn't get a longer one. So I can definitely send this out though a little bit more to at least here. And I believe this rod actually goes out a little bit further. So I can bring it all the way like a good 5 inches out there, and I'll still have plenty of room for the curtain. So, like I said, if you guys want to check these things out, either of these curtains out, I'll link them up down in the description below. Y'all go read other people's reviews about it. Don't just take my word for it. But I gotta say that I'm liking this one better than this one, mainly because you have that wave pattern on the top that's letting light in. I can see through a little bit whenever the sun's like super duper shining through there, and they both have stuff on the bottom. But those are the main two concerns that I had for those right there. So like I said, if you want to check them out, linked up down in the description below. If you guys want to see some other blackout curtains that I got from Target and comparing them to those right there, I'll put that right there on the screen. You guys go and click that video in this series of videos. Thank you, dads, for watching. That thumbs up is always appreciated. And dad out. You want to do it? Kaboom!